back to the channel. I'm Chris and this is Chris Creates. If you're new here, welcome. So today's video is sort of just going to be like a little in-between project video, sort of just to get you started on the things that you need to actually get yourself printing a prop or helmet, whichever you fancy. First things first, you need a printer. That's an A1 Mini. Brilliant, nice and small. Can't really do much props on it. Over here, I've got the P1S. That sort of does mainly helmets. If you're doing split helmets, it's brilliant. I mean, it can do sort of that Mandalorian helmet, a little too small for my head. But yeah, it is good if you're printing in pieces like the Daredevil helmet. 2 pieces, prints absolutely perfectly. We'll go into that in future videos on different size printers, different brands. But yeah, so first things first, got your printer, got your files, get them off anywhere. You can get free files, paid files, depends on what you fancy, what you want. So once you've got it printed, first thing you'd have to do is sand it. Now you can get, these are wet and dry sanding sheets, just picked up at a local handy store. You can probably get these in B&Q. I also picked up some sanding sponge blocks, so they're quite flexible. Especially these work when you're doing the dome, they work really good. So yeah, sanding. You can also get sanding sticks. I did mention these in my last video. Great for getting inside like eye slits, eye holes, mouthpieces. Next thing you need is a good primer. Once you've got all your sanding out of the way, it's not completely smooth, but you need to sand it. Then you need to prime it. I use stuff, Motip spray putty. So it is really good for filling in layer lines. I mean, don't work miracles, so you will have to put the work in, but minimal layer lines, this will cover them up, no trouble. And then you get onto wet sanding after that. So get these, get a bowl of water, something like that, dip it in, go over it, sand it. Also helps reduce the dust and debris that comes off it when you're wet sanding. But I recommend one of these, or even if it's just the respirator itself, but this one stops anything from flying into my eyes. You can wear goggles, up to you. But yeah, so once you've got it primed, got it wet sanding down, you're going to need some sort of paint to go on it. Now, you haven't got to go for the stupidly expensive ones. If you're just starting out, you can literally settle, I think this was £1, and that actually done this Mandalorian helmet with a clear coat on top. So you just spray that down, yeah, and see how it goes. Don't worry if you mess up, just sand it back. Any paint runs, sand it back, start again. Now, in terms of actually printing it, once you get your new printer, the build plate will be fine. You know, fairly few prints you can get off it without putting anything on it. But clean it with some isopropyl alcohol, give it a wipe down. I usually just spray it on, wipe it off, and then stick some glue on. Now this is brilliant for keeping your print stuck to the plate. It will build up a lot of residue over time, but what I usually do is literally get some warm soapy water, take your build plate in the sink, and it'll literally come off so easily. Give it a spray down with that afterwards, wipe it over with some tissue or blue roll, and reapply the glue if you need to. So in regards to primer, I did say about the plastic putty, but if you've got anything with high detail and you want to keep that intact, do not use that, because it does fill it in and make it quite distorted. So just go for like some regular primer. You can get this. Red primer is pretty good as well. So yeah, just keep that in mind. So depending on what you want to actually do with your helmet, if you want to put a visor in, like the Mandalorian helmet, I use this. This is just a scrap piece that I've cut off from making that one. So this is a welding mask insert. I think it was about £15 on Amazon. It's literally put it on, you can see out of it fine, but obviously it's really opaque. Another way to do it is getting yourself a clear bit of plastic, 2mm thickness, and then putting some window tint on it. That will also work. I just found this a lot quicker. It is a little bit more expensive, but yeah, once you do that, I'll go into different videos on how to actually put inserts and lenses in. It's just a quick rundown of different things. Padding is important, because you don't want to just put the plastic on your head, because it is not comfortable. So padding. So this one literally just sits on the top. Airsoft. Yeah, I think Amazon. These are airsoft helmet inserts. If you want a cheaper version that works just as well, EVA foam. You can literally pick that up in bulk for quite cheap. Just cut it to size, which is a plus, because that is quite large. If you're going to stick electronics in the helmet as well, that's going to take up a lot of room. So EVA foam would be beneficial, because you could do it in sort of little blocks and it would work just as well, if not better. So yeah, that concludes the video. I know it wasn't much, but it was literally just a quick little video while I'm in between the next video, which I will actually give you a sneak peek of. Reason why it's taken a while is because I've sort of had an idea that I was going to using acrylic pens, and it hasn't really worked out too well. So it's going to be a psycho mask. I've literally done this in acrylic pens, but you can sort of see the streaks of the lines. So I think we're going to rework that idea and possibly just airbrush it, or even spray can. I've got to find the right color, so I'll probably airbrush it. And because I can get sort of in there, it's nice and easy. I haven't got to mask off too much. But yeah, I will put a link in the description with all of the stuff that I've showed you in this video, bar the spray paint, because there's no point in me telling you to go and get this spray paint, because you might do something that is completely different color. But yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and once I get to 100 followers, I will be giving away possibly the Daredevil helmet, or even the Borderlands one, once I'm finished with it.